Okay, we have the live stream back. Yelena, can we have the results on the screen? I'd like to congratulate Ms. Ilan Mahmoud as the new chairperson of Student Exchange. Congratulations, and thank you so much for the other candidates for your application. Jilan, you can take the floor and address the General Assembly.
Thank you so much. I would actually want to thank Anyango and Nomatello for like being great
Jilan, I think we lost you. Is it only me or there is a technical? Okay, so Jilan, we cannot hear you anymore. Jilan, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you. Meanwhile, if any of the other candidates would like to take the floor, please feel free to do so. Just let me know if you want.
Yeah, cool, sure. I'd like to say something. So thank you guys so much, and congratulations to Jilan. It's like I'm absolutely grateful, and it's gonna be great. Thanks.
Thank you, Anyango.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for the opportunity to allow us to present our nominations to the GA, and we trust that Jilan will do an amazing job. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for all of you and for your application, and we hope to see you in the IPSF team. Okay, I don't think we have all right. Shall we proceed with the next election? Okay, Yelena. One second, everyone. My apologies. Okay, so according to the plan agreed by the meeting secretariat, we will open the floor for each of the candidate from the regional chairperson separately for the open discussion, and then we will group them all together during the secret discussion. Is this clear to everyone? And for the voting, of course, you will vote on each one separately. All right, and one point of information is that the The election of the chairperson of the European Regional Office will be tabled to a later date because we still did not receive the nomination from the European Regional on that. So this one will be tabled. The others will be carried out now. I hope it's clear. So now I will open the floor for discussion on the chairperson of the African Regional Office. We received the nomination from Mr. Isaac Anana. If you have any points, please do submit them. I see none. I will close the floor for discussion on this one. Can we go to the next one, please? Okay, next one we have chairperson of the Asia Pacific Regional Office. We received the nomination from the region, from the APRO Regional Assembly, Florencia Ujani. I would like to open the floor for discussion. I see none. I will close the floor for discussion on this one and proceed with the third election. I'm sorry, I'm not sure which point is this from EPSF Egypt, but the previous one was already closed, so now I'm opening the floor for this one. So please update the list accordingly so we can know which point is for which part. So for the chairperson of the Eastern Mediterranean Regional Office, we received nomination from Mr. Jaffer Hindi. I'd like to open the floor for discussion. EPSF Egypt, can you confirm this is point on this election?
No, it was the previous one. Thank you.
Okay, I will ask you to be a bit fast in submitting the point. I'm sorry, but for this one, can we update the system? I don't see any points. I will now close the floor for discussion and proceed to the fourth one. Okay. Okay. Clarification from Yelena.
Yelena, IPSF Secretary General. So the Euro Regional Assembly didn't receive any
applications for the chairperson of the European Regional Office for the first and the second round, and the third call was open, and the session will happen today. So what we discussed is that we need to be that we need to table this election. So we would need to ask for a proposer and a seconder to table this election for the chairperson of the Regional Assembly, for the chairperson of the European Regional Office, so that we can proceed with this election on another session. Thank you.
All right, proposed by AFAB Austria and seconded by LPSA Lebanon. Can we vote on this? Please do not write anything else on the chat box. Clarification, Yelena?
Yelena, IPSF Secretary General. Sorry, I just forgot to mention that you also need to state at which session do you want to table this election. Thank you.
I have a clarification from GPSA Ghana.
Yes, I wanted to find out if it's compulsory for all the regional offices to be held at the same time. If not, I feel since we already have those who are here and are ready, we can go ahead, and maybe the next session, he could be the first person for that session instead of waiting and repeating this whole thing in the next session. So I don't know, is it compulsory for all of them to be nominated at the same time or something? That's what I just wanted to clarify. Thank you.
Motion committee or Yelena, take the floor.
Yelena, IPSF Secretary General. So to clarify a bit more, because we have nominees for all the other regional offices, we will proceed with closed discussion and voting on the regional offices, the rest of the regional offices. But for Euro, we need to table it because there is no nominee yet, and they still have the session today to nominate this the applicants. So we would need to only table Euro. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I have another clarification from AFAB Austria.
Yes, Alex, AFAB Austria, I would propose to table this election until the next session starting at 21 GMT +2. Thank you.
Okay, the seconder. Who's the seconder? LPSA Lebanon. No, we already have a seconder for this. LPSA Lebanon. Okay. We will now vote on this. We are tabling the election of the chairperson of the European Regional Office till the next session at 9 p.m. GMT +2. Please do not write anything else in the chat box. All those against? Motion carried unanimously. We are tabling this election and proceed with Paro. All right, for the chairperson of the Pan American Regional Office, we received a nomination from Sofia Okay, this one, I don't want to pronounce it wrong. So Sofia, can you help me? I don't like pronouncing names wrong.
You were doing great, Terechowska.
Okay, Terechowska.
The K is silent.
All right, thank you so much. All right, I will now open the floor for discussion. I see none. I close the floor for discussion. And now we will proceed to the secret discussion for the 4 nominations altogether. Can I ask Joao to please invite the candidates to the waiting room? Live stream off, please, and recording.